The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gaz, an orc barbarian in search of adventure.
I'm Konnor Shenold. I play Konnor with a K, a Kobold Sorcerer who is a continuous thorn in the Empire's side.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play the half-elf roguish warlock Zonimus Dinar, who's going to take back everything he's ever lost.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Poppy Tealeaf, a halfling druid who is determined to protect the frontier from the might of the Empire.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Mokrin Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer finding his true family as revealed by the secrets of the frontier.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Callban Frontier. The Lake of Tears is the single largest lake in the Callban Frontier. Highly sacred to the followers of She Who Weeps. Normally, it is a calm, placid lake. The water is clear and cool. And you find yourselves floating on this lake, having sailed down the Great Mother River from Dark Canyon, where you learned some things from the Ghost Elves, the keepers of the secrets of the Callban. You are on the hunt for a mine where you have been told you should be able to find flight crystals. The last thing Jasper Smithson needs to make his longboat fly. You also know from the journal of Avery Morse that, in theory, there should be a temple to Thundercrack somewhere around here where you may find further answers, or it may just be a wild goose chase. But as you are all sailing along in your marvelous folding boat, what's everybody doing?
Zonimus, watch the jib! We're gonna come about!
We look at this map, and the lake is incredibly large. Can we even see either shore at both times, or is it so far away that...
We're talking like a Great Lake.
Right,
Yeah.
Great Lakes,
Right.
yeah.
So it's almost like on a sea.
Are there any mountains in the area that we could see?
Well, to the north, you've got some cliff, hilly areas, because you just came from a canyon. So you've got, to the north, kind of some landmarks that you can utilize to navigate. You could attempt to sail closer to, like, the western shore and just kind of follow it around. So, yeah, I mean, there's ways to navigate where...
Yeah.
If you want, I mean, obviously the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line.
Right.
But it's not very reliable.
Folks, I think we're just gonna have to keep the shore to starboard and just come on around this big old lake. It may take us a while, but hopefully we find something before it takes us too long. Unfortunately, we don't have no navigation crystal to tell us where the other flight crystals is.
Poppy, maybe if you turned into a bird or something, you could get up high enough to see. And as much as I've enjoyed watching Konnor go along as a crow, his intelligence as a polymorphed crow might not be all that great. So maybe as a bird with your own wisdom, you might be able to find us a path that is simpler. And since we are in the smoother lake, we don't need a pilot as much as we did your excellent skills in getting down the river from the canyon.
I appreciate that. Makrin, how much do you weigh?
He's 4'8" and 175 pounds.
That's dense. I don't know if I can carry that. I was gonna offer you a ride, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
That's still pretty dense.
You're so heavy.
I think maybe actually taking
But lanky
Konnor
for a
up.
But
dwarf.
Connor, do you want to come?
Sure.
I was just trying to be fair, because Connor
and
gets
it's
all
good
the
to
rides.
have a backup person with you if something happens.
Yep.
So I guess question before I take off with Poppy. What time is it?
You left Dark Canyon probably early mid-morning. And then the trip down the river, I would say, would probably take you a good majority of the day. So honestly, at this point, it's getting close to dusk.
I'll say good luck to you and guidance.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Very nice.
Get synced up.
We have 4 hours now to kind of scout out. Here's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for mountains or large hills, anywhere a giant could live. Because I feel like he could provide a lot of information about this area, like where mines are and where
Right.
temples are. So yeah, we're looking for things big enough for a giant to live or hide in, and then anything else that looks strange. Like that shouldn't be here. But those are kind of just the two things we're looking on this flight because we've got a lot of ground to cover
Yeah.
in 4 hours.
I'm assuming there's kind of like a green belt sort of around the lake, and is it as much as having like trees, or is it still the Joshua scrub?
There's a green belt, but it doesn't translate into like, oh, this is a forest now.
Yeah,
Like it's
savanna-esque?
green, yeah, more savanna,
Gotcha.
more,
Queensy.
yeah.
Do you guys want to park, or do you want to just wait here in the middle of the lake?
As scary as it sounds and what we've been through, I think we're probably safer on the lake. At least we can know better if something's approaching us here on the water.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to kind of get a little closer and get what probably call that a sounding, of the depth, and then we can anchor so that again we kind of got a defensible fort here with the boat, and if anything on shore. I agree, Zonnie.
Well, then, if we're just going to anchor here, then while they're out flying, I pull out the mead. Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, I'll have some. I'm going to take off my coat and roll up my sleeves.
Makrin has been writing in his patchwork, kind of cheap-looking journal, going around and asking questions as we've been coming down the river in the day, getting different people's memory recall of the mural, that ancient mural that we saw underneath. He's transcribing information into this cheap-looking journal as much as possible. And whenever Zonimus takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves, he suddenly pops his head up and he's like looking at Zonimus real intently, at his forearm for a moment, and then he flips over in his journal a little bit and then starts scribbling something else, looking at you, and then agrees with what you're saying about, yeah, we can totally do that. But you can tell he was doing something.
Gaz, we've been given a lot of secrets lately. We've been revealed a lot of secrets that should have been kept quiet. I want to tell you something so that you don't think it is a secret, because it's not. But you mentioned recently the Black Smoke gang. I was in that gang.
Shock comes over his face because he has been chasing down the Black Smoke gang. When were you a part of the Black Smoke gang?
It's been a little over a year now, and it was for a few years. I climbed through the ranks in that way that you would in an organization like that, and it was the leader, it was Wiley, and it was me, and the leader fell, and Wiley and I talked about taking it over, making it our own, maybe getting to a point where we could settle down one day. Kind of looks at you knowingly, maybe, with that settle down one day part. Wiley took me to a temple to show me something he had found. And I thought he was showing me where our new base would be, or maybe it's a place for me and him. And the temple wasn't empty. We were attacked, and he left me for dead. So I realized at that point I was in the wrong place, had been dealt the wrong hand, and needed to reshuffle. And that's how I ended up where you found me, basically.
It seems like you've gone through a lot of changes over the past year.
I have. I'd like to think I have. Maybe I have a few more changes to go through still. But I wanted you to know before you heard it from someone else, if that coin would have flipped one more time in the air, that could have been me standing there with Wiley when you lost friends to the Black Smoke gang. That could have been me standing there with Wiley when I lost friends.
I tend to judge people by the way I meet them, not based off of their past. And Zonimus, the more I get to know you, the more I know that you have become a true leader of this group and a good friend. So I do not judge you on your past. In fact, I applaud you on your ability to move on and become a better man than was ever with the Black Smokes gang.
Well, I thank you for that. And I thank you for your honesty. I just wanted to put that out there in case it ever came up. We come across him again. He starts rubbing a burned scar. It was like size of a thumb on his arm. Wiley and I were close, and there's some history there, and that might come up. If it ever crosses your mind that maybe old feelings have been rekindled, it's a ploy. Not against you. You can trust me. And I look over to Makrin when I say you can trust me.
Makrin makes eye contact with Zonimus, and there's full brotherhood, full trust there. Maybe just a slight glisten in his eyes based on the conversation and the changes that you've gone through. The idea that you could have been on the other side of the line at the Mesa.
We still could have met, just under different circumstances. Makrin, put that book down. Gaz?
I have some mead.
You ever play poker?
I love poker.
Oh, me too. I'm really good.
You know who's really good at poker?
Who's really good? Fantastic.
Yes.
I've never won a game against this dwarf.
Fantastic.
All
and
right.
we go get some cards and some mead and await Poppy and Konnor's return.
Makrin has a soft moment. He pushes it down, but he has a moment when he realizes the last time he played cards. Who's gonna deal?
Gaz.
Oh, all right.
We enjoy the air. We practice some tricks because I'm trying to get to like Dragon Rider levels of bond between me and Konnor. We're gonna be really good. We're gonna join the orc circus and everyone's gonna be amazed. We just need to get him some tiny kobold sunglasses.
Yes.
We'll ask Jasper next time we see him.
You can both give me perception checks to just kind of get a feel for what's around here.
You wanna know the irony?
Yeah.
The eagle has a lower perception than Poppy does, but the eagle rolls with advantage.
Would I be
makes sense.
doing disadvantage or regular?
I'd say at this point, it's kind of that weird, like, magic hour. So the sun's, like, going down, so it's not, like, direct sunlight. So I would say just roll normally.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Did you give me guidance, Zonimus?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, what dice is
Plus
that?
4. A D4.
Okay. 11.
So Poppy's whole like training montage of the two of you like learning more tricks and like doing more stunts, that's just got you a little discombobulated.
Because I also cannot communicate what I'm doing.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that whole, do a barrel roll, and, the kobold is doing the best not to toss his cookies. So, with that, Konnor, you don't notice anything, but Poppy, in your eagly form, you do notice that there is kind of a campfire off in the distance. You're having a hard time because you're like, wait a second, is that a campfire or a bonfire?
Seems suspiciously large.
Suspiciously large.
Is it close enough to, I don't want to get like close, but I just want to get close enough where I could tell if it's like a whole like army camped out on the shore that we should definitely avoid, or if it's just like a small group.
I would say conceivably,
I'm not trying to get real close.
Yeah. With as fast and as far as a boar can fly.
I have 80-foot flying speed.
Yeah. No, I'd say you could get there, stay high enough that you would get visual, but not be
Suspicious.
So yeah, you could get visual on whatever this is without
Drawing attention to
without
myself.
drawing too much attention to yourself.
I would like to do that, please.
Okie dokie. So flying overhead of this camp, you do see that it has seemed to have been made by a very big individual. Definitely looks like a camp. You actually see a very large, it's a tent, but it's on a grand scale. I would say if it was meant for smaller people, it could conceivably fit 7, 8, 9 people in there. Oh, and strangest thing, giant, blue, shaggy creature with a long snout and big curved tusks.
That kind of looks like a magic version of this animal in my book, I think to myself, because I can't talk because I'm a bird. So we fly back and we land very excitedly in a trick, and it's cool. And I'm just trying to make sure that everybody knows that Konnor and I are cool.
They lay it as we're coming to terms with our bets. We rolled DM for this.
How do we
poker
figure out
hand.
this poker hand?
Poker
All
hand.
right, everyone give me a d20 roll. If you have proficiency with playing cards, you may add your proficiency bonus.
I'll get in next hand. 10. Confirmation.
I got a
21.
15.
Mocker rolled a natural 20. It's right there.
Only they
It's
counted
there.
on
Something that
skill
can be
checks.
credit right. So 21.
I've got 4 of a kind right there. Look at that. 4 diamonds.
Too rich for me. I'm out. I'm out. There's no way.
Oh. What else you got over there?
That's right there. 4 of a kind and 4 of a kind spade high.
How you feeling about that?
I think it's great, Zana. You might as well just pass over those chips right now.
All right, I'll pass them over, and I start shuffling them over like I'm using my fanned out cards in my hand.
Big old
to
smile.
slide them over. And when I stop the slide and let the cards lay face up on top of the pile, and I reach across and grab all yours and mine together and pull it in.
That's amazing.
A royal flush. That is truly amazing. Oh, look. Here comes Poppy and Konnor.
What? I look behind me.
Did you just lose? You never lose at poker.
It was one of the best hands I'd ever had. But then Zonimus, maybe it's Coyote blessed you or something. That's good.
He snaps his head quickly in Lachran's direction.
He just smiled, really.
No, that was me.
Now, this is all fun and games, but I found a giant.
What?
We found him.
Would this be the Strom that you had been mentioning?
I believe so, which means we gotta go see him, because I done told Iopix that I would tell him howdy.
Okay, did he see you?
Not that I'm aware of, but I was 200 yards away. It's hard for me to specifically tell. He's also an Iopix level legendary creature, so it's likely.
He is, but remember, Iopix, this giant was just attacked and something taken from him by strangers coming upon him.
Yeah, but we're
Also-
gonna be real nice.
Also, she was just a bird.
Okay,
There are many eagles in this area,
but
so...
she's suggesting that we just rush and see him.
And I was thinking that as well.
How else are we gonna, like...
Well, I'm just saying we need to use caution, not run in, skipping and singing like, oh, hey, we found you.
It is dark.
Yes.
And maybe we should wait until morning to greet him, because that way we are coming in daylight and not, even if we were announcing ourselves as I usually do, it wouldn't be dark.
It's also a way off yonder. It's gonna, like, it would take us a hot minute to get over there.
You guys have some more meat?
Of course, and I say we rest in for the
Please.
night, and we will go and see the big giant in the morning.
That's a good idea.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20tocurtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
A night on the Lake of Tears. The stars above are clear and bright and glorious. Who's on watch?
We have the same watch as before, which is going to be Poppy, Gaz, Mokrin, Zenzonimus, then Konnor.
You know what Zonimus is doing on his watch?
And what's that?
What he always does, sleeping like a baby.
So, Poppy, you're up first?
Yep.
Okay.
And since I only used up one of my wild shapes, I'll use the other one to just a regular sized bird, perch on the crow's nest, and so I can see lots of stuff.
Okay.
I'm keeping watch as a regular sized bird.
Okay. Give me just a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So you see this coming.
Hooray!
And wake us all up.
Wait, in our regular boat, is there like a bell up here?
Probably not up on the crow's nest, but...
I will squawk loudly.
Alright, so you see creeping up onto the side of the ship, creeping onto the deck, it's a cephalopod.
Concern!
And at this point I need everyone to roll initiative.
Guys, I got a double initiative again. This is the second combat in a row. So I've gotten a high initiative.
You're
Nice.
on watch.
Alright,
Proud of
Zonimus.
myself.
21.
Konnor.
20.
20.
Yeah,
Gaz.
13.
Mokrin.
10.
Poppy.
Also 20. My dex is 3.
3. And Konnor.
3.
Roll off for me, please.
I got a 20 on that one.
I got 12, so you're...
Okay, so Poppy and then Konnor.
Although that feels like a waste of a nat 20.
It was.
So, the poppy bird alerts the group. And yes, you see along the side of the boat, actually quite huge. This is not a small creature by any length of the imagination. But it's just that slow, like the tentacles first, and then the body kind of comes up. And you know, these eyes are like looking around. But fortunately, you all are awoken by the poppy bird. So this thing does not catch you all by surprise. And Zonimus, you are up first, as you have this huge octopus that is about to climb over the deck, and the tentacles are kind of weaving their way towards you guys to try and grab you.
I started thinking about how I don't much like the motion of a boat on the water. I prefer a boat in the air. I look around, everyone else is up. I'm going to jump up and slither behind a mast and use my specialty roguey action to go stealth.
Okay.
Would you like that as a roll?
I would, please and thank you.
All right. 16.
16, okay.
Terrible. 20. I figured I can also have my charisma bonus.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And then I'm gonna pop a bow out of there.
Okay.
That's probably it.
Poppy?
So I'm going to fly down from the crow's nest and pop back into Poppy. And then gonna cast a spell. So I need a Constitution saving throw 16. What we're trying to hit.
16 is my target number for con save. That'll be a 25.
Oh, congratulations. So I did cast the Blight spell, so he will take half damage.
Okay.
29. That would be half to 14.
14, thank you.
And that's necrotic damage.
Okay, yeah, you see all of these necrotic wounds on the creature's body start to appear, and it just kind of shrieks a little bit, but doesn't seem to have any special immunities or vulnerabilities to necrotic damage. Konnor.
I'm gonna go up to where I'm at least 15 feet away from it, place my hand on my chest, and you see it glow as I imbue myself with Dragon's Breath. I'm gonna give myself lightning, and I need a dex save from the creature as I blow out this lightning.
Okay. 16.
That just hits it.
Okay.
So that's 12, so it'll take 6 lightning.
It kind of dances along the creature's skin, but it seems to take absolutely no damage.
Okay. I give a growl in frustration.
It is my creature's turn. So I can make 2 tentacle attacks. Basically, it's going to haul itself up onto the deck a little farther, and with its 2 tentacles, it is going to grab for the little kobold that tried to lightning it, which will be a 15.
Against my AC? No.
Okay. So it misses you. You just deftly dodge out of the way. And then it will go after the halfling that tried to blight it with a 16.
Nope.
Nope.
Just
Okay.
under.
Okay, so yeah, it swipes and the 2 of you duck, dodge, and roll. Well, that will be it for my creature. So, Gaz, you're up.
Yes, I see this foul beast crawling through and trying to attack my friends, and I get really mad about it, and I rage, and I grow these claws. I decide to not go for my swords. I shall rend this foul beast from the sea, and I attack
From the lake?
recklessly.
Steaming whistles, he's got claws.
Natural 20.
Proud of you.
Which would be 2d6. 14 points of damage.
14
on the
points?
first attack.
Okay, and is that slashing?
It is slashing.
Is it considered magical?
It is considered magical.
Okay, excellent. So 14 points?
Yep.
Okay.
My second attack would be 18 plus,
Will hit.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then third attack, 19 plus,
Okay.
9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
And that'll be it.
Yes, you start to slash and rip and rend and tear into this thing's soft, squishy body. And yeah, your attacks do seem to be taking full effect. You notice that this creature's hide is pretty tough, and it almost feels like if you did not have the magic, you wouldn't even be touching it.
And I try to goad it into coming to me.
Makrin has stumbled up from below decks just in time to see these claws morph out of Gaz and this thing, and oh my gosh. And so he quickly starts swirling this greenish orb forming inside of his hand from golf ball to about baseball size, casting Chromatic Orb at 2nd level.
All right.
And that is a modified 22 to hit.
Will hit.
26 points of damage.
26 points. And what sort of damage is it?
Acid.
Acid, okay. Yes, you hit this creature with your chromatic orb, the acid splashing against the flesh and sinking in, and you see hear the steam and the hiss of the acid hitting it. So it seems to have taken full damage.
And Makrin stays where he is, whatever distance that might be, 40 feet or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, and then as Captain Obvious says, Konnor, it seems like acid will get it.
Oh, thanks.
Well, after your turn, Makrin, but before we roll back around to Zani, this creature seems to be able to take an action. And it is going to swing one of its tentacles at you, Gaz.
Yes.
As you just wailed on it. What good? What will be a 17 to hit?
Misses.
Miss. Okay. I'm rolling real low, but that's okay. All right, now we will roll around to Zani.
Oh, Zani is considering the time of day. That was first watch. There's still much night to go. He's thinking of this for the next turn, but he's going to draw the bow and fire with a 27 to hit.
Will hit.
13 points of damage, and then he'll do more stealth.
Pop out, shoot, pop back into hiding.
So 18 total, yeah.
Poppy.
Okay, it's dark, and I only got a good look at where it was because I came out of bird form. So I'm going to go ahead and Flame Blade, my good buddy, who also helps me see. And I can stab. 2 for 1. So let's see if we can hit it with my Flame Blade.
Okay.
Probably not, because that's a 10.
No, your flaming blade does not pierce the skin of the cephalopod.
But now, of course, I am in melee range, so. And that's it. That's
all you got, Chief?
That's all I can do.
All right. Konnor.
I'm going to take Makrin's advice into consideration and once again bring my hand to my chest to do the Dragon's Breath, but this time choose acid.
Okay.
I need another dexterity save.
Okay. That is only going to be 8.
Okay, so it takes all 9 damage.
All 9.
That's good. That's all right.
Nice. Is that all for you, Konnor?
And then I'm gonna move back a bit so I'm out of its tentacle reach.
Okay. It's got a pretty darn good reach with them tentacles. Like 20 feet.
Okay.
So, my octopus is getting mad. Gaz, unfortunately, you are still doing the most damage to it, so...
I missed.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please, good sir.
I get that advantage. 18.
18. Okay, so you pass, but you will take half as much.
Gotcha.
As you hear a thundering, storm clouds kind of start to magically form, and a bolt of lightnings.
Hey, that's my trick. Rude.
And it would have been 19 damage, so we'll half that to
9 points of
9 points.
lightning
of
damage? Gotcha. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. That will be it for my octopus. And so we will roll around to Gaz.
Gaz is going to now get to attack 4 times because he's got his bonus action.
Ooh.
We'll start. How about a 14?
Not quite. Didn't quite pierce the skin.
15 to hit?
Close, but nope.
22 for 11 points of damage. And then 23 for 13 points of damage.
Okay.
That'll be all right.
Okay.
Missing on the first 2 really did not help.
Luckily, the creature does seem to be bloodied.
Ah, good. Ha-ha! He's bloodied! We've got him on the ropes!
As the tentacle is coming down to squash you. This is a 24.
Oh!
The tentacle smacks down on you as you're like, ha-ha! 16
16
points of bludgeoning.
So half to 8.
And you are grappled and restrained. So the tentacle right down on you. It swirls around you. You know, you've got these sticky suckers that are
Like
pinning you to your body, and then just brings you up so that you're dangling upside down. Kind of shakes you for a second.
It's okay, I have him right where I want him.
Makrin.
Seeing that it has Gaz, Makrin quickly spins a small emerald ball in his hand and then throws it just behind the creature, and it explodes. Vitrolic sphere.
Ooh,
so I
fancy.
need a dex saving throw from this thing.
Okay.
And a 20-foot radius to catch like the body of it.
Okay.
Probably not include Gaz, hopefully.
That is a 6.
Oh yeah! So it's going to take 25 points of damage.
25. Goodness me.
And it because it's missed its dex save, it lingers and there's enough on it that next round it'll take another 5d4.
Okay. Wow.
So it was bloodied before all that damage.
So, sneaking up upon you in the night is this massive, angry cephalopod, currently dangling the barbarian upside down. But, unfortunately, we're gonna have to see how this plays out next time.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Caliban Frontier as Ash King is our Dungeon Master. Brooke Bullock as Mokran Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Connor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gaz. Special thanks to our Silver Star Paladin patron Shenanigans Unplugged. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban frontier.
Zonimus, watch the jib. We're gonna come about. That's it. That's all the ship knowledge Kiri has. I really should have looked something up.
Kiri Googled ship knowledge, and that was the only thing.
Mokran, how much do you weigh?
Well, that's kind of a rude question.
Kiri's asking.
You can't just ask a dwarf their weight.
I know the answer
I feel
to
like, are you dense? Are you heavy?
Can you stop with the insults?
I know he's not smart, but God.
Are you hot dwarf thick or?
Are you?
Can you swim, Connor?
We'll find out. I turned into one of those lizards that can run across the lake.
Oh, the Jesus lizard?
Yeah.
Since it's going to be taking you 4 hours to look around, should we park the ship? Well, we could just stay out here in the middle of the lake.
You could just stay out here in the middle of the lake. There were hydras in the river, so I'm concerned about other large creatures in the lake. But, you're big, strong men. You can take care of yourselves.
They are usually intimidated by me, so I don't have to worry about it.
I'm sure they are, and I'm sure they have no idea that we're here with you just hollering and hollering. There was no.
But then they say, "Oh, that's Gaz," and they run away. So
there was no way we were going to be able to sneak into the canyon at all with him just saying, "Hey, guys. Mokran has a burn book, is what he's. That's what this
But
is.
it's full of people.
Who's gonna deal?
Gaz.
Oh, all right.
Oh, my cards are gonna get bent.
He does a really bad shovel. It's like crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
the cards go flying off the deck.
Floating in the water.
I'm really good at shoveling.
Sorry, my bad.
You'll hear a splash as he tries to go get the cards that fell overboard.
A moment later, we see a hydra running in fear.
Kiri, are you actually using a fate check?
What is that? It slightly got slid across the table.
I need to re-roll?
Now you can only die two times. and come back.
I needed Poppy's +8 perception, not this freaking eagle's +4.
It's a wisdom-based stat, right? And
But-
so you use your own wisdom.
But then the question
your own
is, would I have
wisdom.
advantage plus Poppy's
Yeah.
+8?
Yeah.
Then give me that shit back. That's why in case I die 3 times, shit.
No take-backsies!
While also giving myself enough time to get back to the boat.
Fly casual.
Do you know what a jib is? Because earlier Poppy told me something about a jib, and I just...
The jib is on the front and it moves. And you gotta watch it or else it's gonna whack you in the head.
Oh, good. I was looking for the jib downstairs. I didn't.
Did nobody listen to my safety briefing?
The exits are here.
No, I didn't.
Where's your lifeline, Zonimus?
You are my lifeline, Poppy.
That's adorable. And then she takes a rope off of the mast and ties it around your belt loop. But this is your lifeline, and she ties it tight. So if you fall off the boat, you can get back in the boat. It was the first thing I talked about in the safety briefing, but you obviously weren't listening.
I feel like you're just quoting from Treasure Planet now.
Yeah.
You're like, make sure your lifeline's secure. It's your most important thing.
No one caught my Aladdin moment.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was great.
I got
Which was
you.
what?
I got you.
The exits are here.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your hands and feet inside the carpet at all times.
Oh, look, a sentimental moment for Zonimus. That's nice. Here, tie this rope around your waist.
I know. You're my lifeline. Oh, screw that. Here, tie this rope onto your.
You know what Zonimus is doing on his watch?
And what's that?
What he always does. Sleeping like a baby. Yeah, I'll go over here and prop myself up against this and just
You're a bad henchman.
That's why
Why
he
do you
quit.
think Wiley kicked him out of the gang?
I wasn't a henchman. I was second in command.
Why do you think Wiley got rid of him?
I wouldn't get rid of you on this time.
Yeah, that's nice. Here, tie this around your neck.
So you guys, just for my understanding, you're sleeping on the boat?
Yes.
Yes.
No. You're doing this all wrong. Did you hear the way the DM phrased that? No, we went to shore.
So it's a land creature.
That was a chance.
Because I know Ash. It'd be, oh, so you went ashore.
Well, hold on then.
I picture the group like in a line on the gangplank to the shore going, leaning toward the shore. No, maybe we're back over here.
I will say I did consider becoming...
It's like we throw down the gangplank to get off, and then we get down and we see the boss's health bar pop up, and we're like, no.
Getting enraged. That Hydra's been tracking us the whole time.
Yeah, the second Hydra came back for revenge.
The title of this episode is The Hydra's Revenge.
Hail Hydra. Hey, Hydra! How are you doing?
Hey, buddy. Remember us?
Did we mention that we diffuse tension with laughter in this group?
The Hydra sticks his head up and goes, hey, where's Gideon?
I was looking forward to eating that guy.
I'm up. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm just picturing like Gaz, like when you sleep, I'm picturing it like Kronk, like you have your little like teddy bear that you've had forever. That
My mom's gave me that.
your mom gave you. And just
Don't wake me, I got my retainer in, Mom.
Striped pajamas.
I want the little like sleep cap that
Yep.
they used to wear.
With the little
It's like this
pajamas. He
little
wears more
thing.
clothes to sleep in than he does
This
to
is
travel the
travel, yeah.
frontier. We do a cool thing where Konnor rolls over my back and I roll under his back and parkour! Parkour! We're like the roly-polies in A Bug's Life.
yeah.